Run, river, run, run through the hills. Run, river, run to the sea. Run, river, run to your place beneath the sun. Run, river, run over me.
Hi, this is Jan Lewis, and welcome to be my guest. Today we have right here from in Upton, we have Tania Paparazzo. I said that right?
You did.
And she is the Director of Elder and Social Services right at our Upton Community Center. Welcome, Tania.
Thank you.
It's been a long time. We've been planning this since, was it last spring?
Since I started, yeah, probably March of last year.
March of last year, and then things kept happening. I came down with pneumonia. The show was not going on. You saw a lot of reruns. And then we got COVID. This is October 1st, the first day back since we were very sick. And I've never been so sick in my life. The pneumonia got me for about over a month, and then the COVID struck hard. It really did. And if you lose your sense of taste and smell and you can't eat, and you've already lost a lot of weight from pneumonia and you're not hungry, let's put it this way, I'm trying to eat very well now, really gain back. Now, Tania, how did you find this job?
Sure. Well, it's a good question because I was working from home since COVID started. So I had worked for the Alzheimer's Association for many years and then had started my own therapy practice. So I was working out of my house doing all virtual therapy through COVID, and then it did so well after. And then I started to get lonely and felt a little bit isolated. So
Yes.
I was trying to find something that would, continue on my career path, but then also integrate me back into the community.
Yep.
And I came across it, probably on the MCOA website, because
It was an ad?
Yeah, it was an ad on one of the websites. And I saw it, and I was familiar with Upton because we live in Grafton, right next door, and I knew they had just put the new center in.
Now, I used to live in Grafton. What part are you in?
Up near Highfields Golf Course.
Of course, okay. Do you know, 122A and 122 where they meet?
Yep.
And Cross Street?
Yeah.
We used to live there.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so right down the street.
The golf course. Where's the golf course?
It's off of 122, off of Providence Road is the easiest way to get to it, or off of Old Upton.
Oh, wait a minute. Is it near where those big condominiums are?
Yes. Yeah.
Of course. I wouldn't want to live in anywhere. One guy told me up here at Shining Rock, he almost got hit in the head twice with one of those flying golf balls where he lives in his condo. It's standing right there by his car.
Yep.
That's dangerous, guys.
Absolutely.
Really, you probably think this is funny, but it isn't. You get hit by a golf ball, you're going to end up the street in the emergency room.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't pay me to live in that, especially if you have children and elders.
Yeah,
Okay.
gotta watch out.
So you came for the interview.
Mm-hmm.
And how long did you have to wait before you got it?
Well, I did 2 rounds of interviews. So I did the first with, I think it was like 5 individuals from different departments in the town and some volunteers for the COA.
Yeah.
And then I came back and they had added a few more individuals. So that was probably a week apart. And then a week later, I think, was it not long
You
before
got the
I
call,
got the offer.
or was it an email?
No, I got the call, and I came down and met with Joe, our town manager, and Sandy, who's in HR directly.
So this was now the new Upton Center was already there.
It was already opened.
It was already
so
opened.
that opened in May of 2023, and I started in February 2024.
What do you think of it there? It's huge.
It's big, yeah. It's great. It's brand new space. It's very innovative. Everything, the technology. We have everything we need, but it's also homey.
Yeah.
And I loved the idea of them joining with the library because we have little kids that are running through, and the seniors get to interact with the children.
And the seniors have their own little bailiwick there.
Yeah.
We're talking with Tania Paparazzo, and she is the Director of Elder and Social Services at our Upton Center, that big, beautiful Upton Center. Now, there's a lot of things you've brought with us. Tell us what's coming up. I know you concentrate on the seniors, right?
We do. So technically in the Department of Elder and Social Services, we cover residents, all the residents of Upton. So we do have a social service coordinator that will help with applying for food stamps or fuel assistance. So she works with residents of Upton of all ages.
Good.
And then as part of that department, we oversee the senior center, which is geared, our programs are geared towards individuals who are, 50, 55 and older.
Sure.
So we do have some intergenerational programs where we'll work with the library and do programs for kids and the older adults, and then we have some that are geared more towards the older adults
Cracks me
as
up
well.
when they say, what do they say? A senior turns senior at 50 or 55?
So AARP, I believe, says 60, but
60?
We're trying to get the younger ones in because we feel if they come in their 50s,
Yeah.
then once they actually retire and can participate more, they're already comfortable. So we're open to all ages.
Some of the, so I know that some have been in there and just kind of sat there and knitted, and I like to look around and check out, see who's there.
Yeah.
And I felt like maybe it's like I was sitting in a senior science class and I was a kindergartner. I thought, maybe I don't know, I don't fit in
ready.
yet. I don't
Yeah.
know, but sure, they're going to they will.
Yeah, we're seeing more and more younger residents that are coming in. Some are still working, and they come to, some
So
of the
tell us
dinners
what
we
you
do.
have.
Yeah, so we have our calendar of events coming up. October is Halloween month, but also a lot of fall things going on. We have a new police chief, so on October 9th, we're doing Sweets with the Chief, if anyone who wants to
What's
meet.
it called?
Sweets with the Chief.
Sweets for the chief.
Come have dessert with their interim police chief, McGowan, and ask questions, and he's going to
In the big
introduce
room?
himself. Yep.
And the dinner is free?
It's just desserts. Yep, so it's all
Just
free.
dessert with
Yep.
the new police
Just
chief?
a chance to have a conversation with him
What
and talk
time?
about what's going on in the town. I believe it's at 1 o'clock.
Oh, so it's sort of a lunch dessert.
Yeah, like
Okay.
a late lunch dessert. The 15th we have flower arranging, so we partnered with Petal and Crumb down the street to do a flower arranging class.
Yeah.
That one there is a charge because we have to pay her for her time and her the supplies.
Yeah.
But typically most of our programs are free of charge.
Yeah.
The exercise classes we charge $3. Some of the meals we'll ask for a $3 donation, but really, any of the educational programs are free.
Yeah.
Every month we have coffee and conversation with the town manager. So monthly he'll bring in a special guest. He had the director of land use last month. He's bringing in the town assessor this month to
What
talk
was the
about
one you had? The first one, director of
land use
land
and inspection. Yep.
land inspection.
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah. So he talked about some of the plans and what's going on in town
great.
and educated the seniors on that. So
Yeah.
it's a chance for the residents to ask questions and connect with some of the employees here in town,
Yeah.
which is nice.
That is so important.
Yeah, so those are things. Oh, and then we have a flu shot clinic on October 23rd. That's also free of charge. Anyone can come in and get their flu shot as long as they sign up in advance.
I was a volunteer at UMass Medical, and for quite a long time, I sailed along. There was no problem, and then all of a sudden, they said everybody has to get the flu shot. If you're going to work around patients. Well, I kind of didn't. I was a greeter at that main. You walk in and there's that ask me thing. Well, anyway, I thought, well, that's ridiculous. But I said, I'll go along with it. I hadn't had a flu shot maybe since I was a kid. So I had the flu shot. And I got so sick the next day. I'm one of those that I think there's something mercury. There's something in it.
Yeah.
I can't take a flu shot.
Yeah. Some people are very sensitive to it. Yeah. Yeah, I understand.
Nope. A lot more people get it than don't.
Yeah. And then now we have the COVID vaccines and everything, so I think
RSV.
people are educating themselves nonetheless on the vaccines that are available.
They are.
which is good.
The question is, I asked my doctor yesterday, I said, about this COVID thing. I said, now look, I've had 3 COVID shots.
Right.
And
Still got COVID.
the third one I felt lousy. And then I got COVID, no matter what. And I was very sick. And I said, if I get this shot, he said, in other words, there's no guarantee. It's a 50-50 thing. And I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to leave my body alone. It's been through enough right now.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe next year. I
You've been
just
through
can't
a
do
lot.
it to myself right now.
Yeah.
So keep going. Oh, yeah, Tai Chi. I know that.
So the other monthly thing we're doing October 30th is we're having musical bingo and a baked potato bar for Halloween. So people are welcome to come in costumes and have lunch and
what is
play
it? A
baked potato bar.
A baked potato bar.
Yeah.
So you've got. I think I read about it. It's got
Like chili,
the cream, the
sour cream,
chives, bacon.
Yeah.
And so you can just make your own.
Yep.
Come in costume.
You can come in costume. Yep, we'll have prizes for best costume.
And when is this?
That's October 30th.
At night?
No, it's during the day, lunchtime.
Lunchtime.
Yep.
People who work can't come.
Yeah, so we do some events. We have a senior dinner that the men's club puts on once a month, and that's in the evening, and that's very well attended. So people who maybe work during the day or don't have the time during the day, we see a lot of people come to that.
I've always wondered, why on earth would you schedule something like exercises and stuff like this at night in the morning? Because a lot of us come alive more after 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
You won't see me in the morning.
Yeah.
I guess just one of those things. What is the men's club dinner? What do they usually put on?
They do a different menu every month, so he plans it far in advance. So that the one that we had in September, they grilled hamburgers, hot dogs, pasta salad, and the seniors loved it.
Can everybody come?
Everyone can come. It's geared towards, and it's free for Upton seniors.
Okay.
So typically that's who we get, and that's who the men's club is trying to put it, towards.
And you have a sisterhood, I know, group. I tried to join, but that's when I got sick.
Oh,
And
I have to come back and try.
Hadn't been back yet. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
But bingo, it's just as if life stopped.
Yeah, you'll have to reintegrate a little bit.
Yeah, they've got chair. Do they have chair exercises?
Yeah, they do chair exercise. They do. You mentioned Tai Chi. There's Zumba is really well attended now. We have a couple of those going on. It's like Latin dance. Yeah.
But do you have to do it as a group in the same, like the Tai Chi? You do it the same way?
Yeah, you follow the instructor, and they have different music and different steps. But there's all levels, so you would totally blend in.
Let me tell you, I am not good at learning group movement. It took me a year to learn the Macarena.
Oh, yeah.
For some reason, if you're going this way with your Tai Chi, I'm sort of like going over here. Mm-hmm. It's just the way I am. Yeah. But I did finally learn the Macarena.
There you go. So
it took a long time.
Yeah. We definitely have all levels, so I feel like anyone could blend in regardless of their experience.
Yeah. Now, you see, there's something else they have. Trying to think, what else? Something else I'm thinking of.
So monthly we do, or weekly we do the exercise classes. We have card games, hand and foot, mahjong, bingo once a week is very popular.
What is hand and foot?
It's a very good question. I don't know. To be honest, that's exactly what I asked when I started, because I saw it on there and wasn't aware that it was a card game. But it's a card game. They have like an automatic shuffler, and that's really all I know. They play for hours.
Is it? The foot?
No, it's just called hand and foot is what they call it, but it's a card game.
That mahjong, a lot of the ladies that are in the mahjong, those are beautiful tiles.
Yeah.
But it looks hard to learn.
So I don't know that one either, but we had people who were interested in playing but didn't know how to play yet and felt intimidated going into the group of people who'd been playing for a while. So we had some volunteers actually start a learn to play mahjong. So we have the general group that meets once a week that's been playing for a long time, and then we also have like a learn and practice group for beginners that are just learning. And
Tania, how can they reach you?
Yeah, so you can reach me at the Upton Community Center. We're based there on the senior center side. You can email me at tpaparazzo@uptonma.gov, or you can always call the senior center at 508-529-4558.
When are you there if they want to come say hi?
We're open 9 to 4.
You're there?
Yep, and I'm there during those hours.
Desk?
Unless I'm here. I'm not at the front desk, but we have a front desk person that can always come
and you're
find
in
me.
the back, but they can come in and say hi. I'd like to say hi to Tania.
Absolutely.
Because I saw her on television.
Yeah, it's been so nice to meet the residents, and so many people have come in and said hi.
They are very observant as to who's who. Mm-hmm. It's a small town.
Yeah.
And it's a good idea to get to know people.
Absolutely.
It really is. Are you going to do anything for Halloween night?
Not for the evening, because again, a lot of the seniors either don't drive or they don't like to come out in the evening, so we try to do those afternoon activities like the musical bingo that we're doing.
Yeah.
And we do have the men's club dinner, which I think is a week before Halloween, so that can be like the evening.
Yeah, maybe.
Evening
I don't know.
activity.
The kids don't. Have you noticed the kids don't come around?
Yeah, we get a lot of people in our neighborhood, and I did hear that somewhere in town they do a trunk or treat. I'm not sure which organization
Well, the
puts that
fire
on.
station has like that parade. Are you in up tonight?
I'm not. No, I live in Grafton.
That's right.
Yeah,
You live in Grafton. Did you grow up around here?
I grew up in Central Mass, and then I left for many years. So we just came back to this area about 7 years ago.
I grew up in Wilbraham, which is, I guess, Western Mass.
Yeah.
Sort of Western Mass.
I think so.
So you grew up in Central Mass,
Yeah.
more like the Worcester area.
Yeah, Oxford.
Yeah. Okay.
Oxford, Charlton area. Yeah.
Do you have anything planned specially yet? Have you done the November schedule?
We're starting the November schedule,
What's
which is
special?
also very busy. So we have Veterans Day in November, so we're having a veterans breakfast
Yeah.
to honor all of the veterans or spouses or survivors of veterans in town. And then with Thanksgiving, we do a Thanksgiving luncheon for them at the week before. So
With the
they'll be able
whole
to come in.
fixins.
Yeah, that's what they've done in the past. So this will be my first Thanksgiving. We're still trying to
For the
figure it
veterans?
out, but yeah.
Veterans, or everybody.
The veterans breakfast is for anyone but free for the veterans, and then the Thanksgiving meal is for anyone.
The whole and town can come in.
Yeah, mostly seniors, but of course, if a senior wanted to bring, a grandchild or something, we don't
or
say
their
no
kid,
to that.
or something
Yeah.
like that. And is it free?
I believe it's a $3
That's
charge.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. I mean, a dinner like that.
Where can you get a meal for $3?
If you go out to a restaurant that's open on Thanksgiving, you might as well bring your whole doggone paycheck with you. It is, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, really, my husband, we went out one time, and what was it that you wanted extra, and they charged you? What was it?
They charge extra for a slice of onion on a
Oh
hamburger.
my gosh.
For a slice of lemon on a hamburger, they charged him for that. I was like, what are you thinking?
Inflation at its best, right?
And now we have our van.
We have the van,
Yeah, and
yes.
it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
It typically runs Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Yep. Some days, if we don't have a driver or we have things planned, Friday we're doing a big training for our drivers, so the van will be off the road so that they can all go through that.
How can people get to you if they'd like to be a driver, apply?
If they like to apply, they can do it right on the Upton website, the
Can you
town
give
website.
that to- yeah.
It's uptonma.gov. And there's a link for employment, and the job description is listed
Because I
there.
know Dave Lepper, he does Wednesdays, I think.
Yes.
And I know that they do go to some jobs. They'll take you to a doctor's appointment. Do they go as far out as UMass?
We'll go to Worcester. Yeah, we go to Worcester, Marlborough, Southborough is kind of our range.
Westboro, Northboro,
Yeah,
type of
Westboro,
thing. This is
Milford.
great, folks, because as we all know, in this area in Upton, we're doggone lucky. We got, if you got to get somewhere real fast, we got Milford, 10 minutes up the road.
Right.
Okay, we got that right there. We've also got UMass, which is 25 minutes from here. It's a Trauma One hospital. If you really got a problem, you go to UMass. It's life and death. And it's crowded, I know. And then they have Marlborough Hospital is also part of UMass. Southborough I had a procedure done there once recently. I don't know what they call it. What is that called? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. And
It's a lot of
Westboro
outpatient.
has family medicine.
Yeah.
I know that. They've got that. Northborough has different places. And then Grafton has a branch of of UMass. In the plaza where the haircutting place is.
Yeah, they have a primary care office there, I think.
And there's one in Sutton. I'm trying to think. Oh, how about do they ever go over to urgent care, like in Whitensville?
Yeah, we go there often. So we like to ask people to plan 48 hours in advance for a ride because it is so busy. But of course, we get calls from people who don't have transportation who need to get to urgent care, and we
But
try
if it's
to
urgent
work
care,
it in.
and it happens all of a sudden,
Yeah.
like I fell right on my butt. I mean, right on the floor the other day. We got over there real quick
Yeah,
to make sure nothing was broken or fractured.
right.
And I'm fine, but there is no time to wait.
Yeah.
So how soon can you get that van?
It totally depends. So we only have it's funny you're asking, because I'm talking to the select board about this tonight, because
Yeah.
currently we only have one van. So if it's taking someone to Marlboro and something like that happens, it obviously wouldn't be available. They couldn't get back in time. So there's days where the van is in circulation all day long, bringing
Right.
people, and then there's other days where if something like that happened, we might be able to accommodate. So they can always call. And we have alternatives through Tri-Valley or private car service that we can provide if it's not available.
We are talking with Tania Paparazzo, and she is our Director of Elders and Social Services at the Upton Center. I noticed that when you go grocery shopping, you're taking them over to the new Shrewsbury Market Basket. Now, they used to go to Bellingham. What's the
Yeah.
problem?
They love the Shrewsbury
They
Market
wa-
Basket. They can get ice cream. They can get all kinds of things.
It's
and-
fancy.
Yeah, it's,
But I
it's
still
nice.
I like Bellingham. Well, they've got, well, I love to read. They've got Barnes and Noble
Yeah.
and Market Basket
Right,
at
the
Bellingham. They go there. They go
We go to Shaw's in Northbridge.
Shaw's, and they do
Walmart.
go to Walmart.
Yep.
Where else do they go?
We go to Fopama's when it's open during the season.
Fopama's Farm.
That's the farm stand. So, yep, Market Basket, Shaw's,
Kelly's?
Walmart. We don't do the van to Kelly's unless someone requests it. Sometimes if we're on our way back from a lunch trip or something, they've stopped there, but it's not one that
How do
we have
you
scheduled.
connect? Let's say two people have a medical or whatever appointment on the same day, about the same time, but one's over at UMass and one's at Milford. I mean, how do you do it?
That's the hard part. So our transportation requests or usage has increased over 100% in the
Oh, I'll
last
bet.
year.
Yeah.
Because people are aging in place and they're not driving anymore and they need the transportation. And unfortunately, we only have that one large van
Do
that's
you
taking
think we
places.
can afford another one?
So there's grants available. We're working on maybe getting a grant for a smaller van. That way we can use, less fuel to be able to drive the big van, but also be able to accommodate more people. you
Seemed
know.
like forever for us to get this one.
I know.
This one, the one. Did you see the one we used to have?
I've heard about it.
I would see other towns' beautiful vans going by, and then I would see Upton. I mean, like, oh, they must think we're a bunch of hicks. We can't even afford a van.
Yeah.
But we have a gorgeous one now.
Yeah, we do.
We really do. So what else is coming up in November besides...
Oh, the other thing we have in November, so we have the Office of Consumer Affairs
Mm-hmm.
coming to do a talk on holiday scams. We have had so many people calling and coming in saying they were scammed or they're waiting for their check from the sweepstakes.
was he
or-
there before? Just
They-
recently?
We had the district attorney a few months ago who
Joe
talked about
Early?
it. Yep, Joe. It wasn't Joe Early. It was someone from his office, his
Right.
community outreach, and now we have the Office of Community Affairs that's going to do one right around the holidays because that's when everyone starts their
Right.
online shopping and all of that.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can refocus people on
Those,
what they can
you
and
get
can't
many
do.
complaints from the seniors and other people. We keep using the word senior. I'm going to be very honest. If you look in the obituaries, which is no fun, but what's a senior? If you look in now, people are 90s to 100. 70 is middle age. I'm serious.
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
50-year-old is a kid.
Yeah.
It's just the world is changing, and if you say someone's a senior, they're going to look at you like, what do you mean by elder? What do you mean by senior?
Right.
But
The image is changing.
yeah, definitely. Do they ever come and ask for special activities? Can they come and talk and ask?
Yeah, I'm always open to ideas. We've had, recently we had people who wanted to start a pitch group. We had 12 people in there today
Pitch,
playing
okay,
pitch. Yeah, there's someone else starting a Scrabble group.
Yeah, I saw-
The Silver Sisterhood came from an idea from one of our volunteers
Yep.
who's running it. So we're always open. Our space, we don't have a ton of space. We
Yeah.
have places that we can try to put them in the smaller rooms, but we're always open to the ideas and trying to figure out how we can incorporate it.
During the Heritage Day last Saturday, my favorite thing, and where I usually just end up, is the bookstore, the book fair in the big room.
Yep.
I love it. I really, really, really do. My husband's a sci-fi nut, and he just wishes that they could at least. That's the one thing they don't label. The
Oh.
sci-fi book. Maybe they don't have enough to give
Yeah,
away,
you
but
have to dig.
Do you think you're going to have some more book fairs over there?
So the book sales are run by the Friends of Upton Library.
Yeah.
So I think, at least since I've been here, they've done it twice. So I believe it's like a
Twice a
twice
year.
a year thing.
Yeah,
It's a lot of
personally,
work.
I think you could do it. They could do this more.
Yeah.
Because we got a lot of readers in this town.
Absolutely.
And a lot of different genres of readers. And are there any grandparent stays coming up? Feel like where they bring their grandkids?
We just had a Grandparents' Day lunch. I think it was last month. Where we celebrated the actual National Grandparents' Day, and they came in for lunch and music and had a great time. And we also did a intergenerational game day. So we had the kids and the grandparents come in, and they played cornhole and Connect Four, and we had board games and different things. So they really loved that.
What is the big deal with? I hear this. We got to close pretty soon. What is the big deal with cornhole? I have tried it. It's to me, it doesn't do a thing.
Yeah.
What is it with it?
I was actually shocked at how much they loved it. So I ran into a senior that was at that event at Heritage Day, and she was out yard sailing looking for a cornhole set because she had so much fun playing. I think it's good for your motor skills. It's good to, for depth perception. It's social because you're playing with other people. So I think there's a lot of benefits to it.
I remember an Italian gentleman. I don't know if I had interviewed him years ago. He was talking about bocce ball. So they invited me, come on up, we'll show you what it's all about, Come on up and see us, and we'll teach you the bocce ball. So I'm like, what? They just kind of I was like, this is all you do? You just kind of throw it and see how far it goes? It's like golf to me.
Yes. You need to have patience.
To me, it's like it would be torture to have just all day walking from one place to hit my little ball going down the street. I mean, I know a big one right now is what's that?
Pickleball.
Pickleball.
Yes.
Are you going to do anything with pickleball?
I've heard talk with the recreation department about courts, but I don't know too much about it. So I know it's becoming very, very popular.
Well, we've been talking with Tania Paparazzo, and she is a director of our Elder and Social Services here at the Upton Center. And Tina, one last time before we close, how can they reach you?
Sure. You can reach me at the Upton Community Center any day between 9 and 4 when we're open. My email is tpaparazzo@uptonma.gov, or you can give the center a call at 508-529-4558.
And even though she's not sitting at the front desk, don't be scared.
I'm there
Just go
somewhere.
head up and say, hey, I'd like to talk with Tina. I have an idea.
Tania.
Or a question.
Yeah.
And you'd be delighted to invite them in and that type of thing. I think that's great.
Anytime.
Are you a reader?
I am.
What do you read?
So my favorite author is Lisa Genova. She's a neuropsychologist, so she talks a lot about different brain disorders and yeah.
I like, it goes from, it used to be more, not horror, but mystery murder, to now I kind of like cozy mysteries.
Yeah, there you
I've
go.
been through so much with the physical illnesses that I had, that I didn't want anything that was stimulating at all.
Yeah.
I wanted it calm.
Yeah,
And that's what
understandable.
I did. Thank you for being with us. We'll
Thank
have
you
her
for
on
having
again.
me.
We will, because we got Christmas coming up.
Yeah.
And you got stuff coming up, I'm sure, coming up for that, too.
Always, yep.
Thank you for being with us,
Thank you for
Tania.
having me.
We'll see you next time and be my guest.
Riding on a shooting star, heading out toward a dream. Tomorrow's even closer than it seems.